Suit up and it will make you feel better. Suit up and it will make it alright.
Hear me out, I don't know you, but I have noticed new furries are waiting less and less to commission their fursuits. I have seen furries join the fandom in 2021, 2022, and they already have fursuits. The waiting, come on, the waiting to have one is also part of the magic. How's it going, everyone? This is Slightly the Park, and welcome back to a new video. Before we start, I hope that you have enjoyed your holidays, your Christmas, your New Year's. I don't know, but Christmas and New Year celebration are my two favorite times of the year. I just hope you got to spend a good time with your loved ones and that your year finished in the best possible way. You know, one thing that I am asked a lot when I go fursuiting streets is if my suit or costume is from a cartoon and if I use it to make money. And of course these questions come from people who are not very familiarized with the fandom. They are not actually aware of the existence of furries. However, there are other people who are actually aware of the existence of furries, and sometimes these people wonder what the suit is all about. This video is aimed at those people and that particular question. What does fursuiting mean to me? What does fursuiting mean to you? What does fursuiting mean in general? Well, actually, if I had to talk about what others feel, I would be lying to you because I am not a fortune. What the dude, I'm trying to record a video.
Okay, anyway.
As I was saying, I can tell you how I feel, and maybe you can tell me how you see it down in the comment section. Personally, fursuiting means that I can stop being a version of me that I sometimes don't like. I know it sounds completely cliche, okay? But I enjoy being Xylee more than I enjoy being the person underneath the suit. I remember once in a Furry, I got to try a fursuit from one of the organizers, and he let me keep it for some time. That day, I felt I needed one of my persona. This was in 2016, and it wasn't until the end of 2020 that I received my first fursuit. And hear me out, I don't know you, but I have noticed new furries are waiting less and less to commission their fursuits. Like, I have been a furry since 2009, 2010. I have seen furries join the fandom in 2021 or even 2022, and they already have fursuits. I mean, I celebrate their chances to have a fursuit, but dude, the waiting, come on, the waiting to have one is also part of the magic. I guess that's me, alright? Anyways, I digress. The waiting makes your heart feel more. That's how I see it, at least. Don't judge me, it's a personal viewpoint, alright? Now, before recording this video, I read a lot of posts on Reddit and lots of other posts from fursuiters on the internet before sitting down actually and record this thing. Especially people who like to perform in public, and there's something in common between all of them. All the entries I visited, fursuiting is described as something magical, as a way to embody a character and escape the ordinary, as in blending performance and self-expression all together. To me, fursuits have always meant an important part of the fandom. I gotta say that. But hey, don't get me wrong, not having a fursuit doesn't make you any less of a furry, but it does mean something special to me and me alone. Thinking I can be something different really makes me feel special, but that's something I have had in me since I was a little kid. I liked animals, I always wanted to be one, and that's the point of this video, what the fursuit means. If you see it in a more deeply humanistic character sort of way, fursuits possess distinct personalities, as in, they are a way of channeling the suitor's own colors. It's like embodying something new. You put it on and you're someone different. And if you see it like this, a fursuit can act as both a stage and a shield for the suitor. You cover your face, you cover your body, and you turn into something different who regular people don't know. Someone with a new life where problems from adult life actually vanish for a moment. This is the vision of fursuiting that I mostly agree with. I know this sounds a bit silly, but hey, I finished university, I graduated with honors, I became a professor, but that doesn't make me feel 100% full. I need to vanish from now and then and become Xylee, become the other side of me, if you know what I mean. That is something that my fursuit has allowed me to do. Having a YouTube channel, having an Instagram account, sharing photos, that is something that I am only able to do because I have this big fox fellow with me. On another note, I could also describe a fursuit as a representation of a big effort come true. Crafting these suits often involves significant effort and expense. These body rugs are expensive, dude. Sometimes people don't see the value behind these things just for the mere ignorance of how expensive they are. I remember when I took my fursuit to the gym, my instructor kind of wanted to muck around with it, and when I told him, hey, wait a second, because this is very fragile and expensive, he was a bit shocked. It's, as I said before, when you don't make the effort and you don't pay for it, everything seems wearable and fun. It is when you actually live through the effort and the experience of commissioning or making your own fursuit that you realize the blood and sweat that comes with it. Having a fursuit has strengthened my connection with the fandom. Connections are always, in a way, resignified with time. Let me dump this down a little. Resignification means that you reshape the meaning that something has. When I found out this community, I was browsing for wallpapers of The Lion King.
Oh my gosh, this is a story time.
Storytime video. I was browsing a wallpaper of The Lion King. This happened in 2009. The Lion King was my favorite movie, still is my favorite movie. The original Siley, Furry, and The Lion King.
Whatever.
And ever since I found out about the furry fandom, I secretly wanted to be part of it. I wanted to be a furry. That was the original meaning I had with the fandom. Art. Having a drawing or two of my favorite characters, my favorite anthropomorphic animals, was what gave meaning to being a furry back then. Understanding what something means in context helps you put an order of importance to what you actually want. At that point, I didn't even want a fursuit. I didn't even know what a fursuit was. All I wanted was just having art of my favorite characters, and that was one of the main points of being a furry for me in 2009, 2010. All in all, what I wanted was just having art that I liked. Would I have been interested in having art of myself as an animal back then? Well, maybe not, but that is a very common place to understand and give meaning to actually creating a persona. Of course, I had my denial moment, which lasted some years, but after accepting it, I embraced it. Hey, at least I can say that I didn't have the hater face. I'm proud of that. All in all, resignifying the idea of art is not enough anymore for myself, at least. That came to me after I tried the fursuit of the organizer of Furry back in 2016. I stepped into a new ground, which shook me, and as I told you, I needed to find something new. There's more to art and the internet, and that was something that came to me when I found the idea of wearing a fursuit. Like, I could step into the real world as the animals that I liked, as the art that I liked, and that came with the idea of resignifying the meaning of what I wanted. That's what fursuiting means to me. That I can step into the real world without actually worrying. Dude, you really don't know how this little fella helped me in my life. I am really proud of it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a great beginning of 2025. This was Siley the Fox. See you guys in the next one. Yeah. Qué calor, qué calor, qué calor, qué calor, qué calor, qué calor. Detesto todo.